Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is a meeting of the Civil Service Commission. It's Wednesday, February 8th, 2023 at 2:30, and I call this meeting to order.
Thank you, Dottie. We'll do roll call. Commissioner Lofstrom,
Present.
Commissioner Gutierrez,
Present.
Commissioner Ramos.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you. We all have the minutes in front of us. If there are any comments, please make them. Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
No comments or motion to approve?
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. No opposed. The motion has passed. Ms. Hopkins.
Thank you, Chair. We have one communication for the Civil Service Commission this afternoon, and it is to provide the notice to the commissioners that we have a staffing change in human resources. I have accepted a position with the County Administrator's Office and have actually vacated the director position. So come in March, you'll have a new secretary to the commission. We'll make sure to bring that person down and introduce them to you, and I'll send out an introduction once we have the candidate selected.
Good, thank you. What position are you taking with administration?
The Assistant County Administrator.
Oh, good, congratulations.
Thank you. I've appreciated the last 3 years with all of you. It's been really good working experience, and I let our chair know that I'll pop down and say hello. She says that's a lofty goal, but I will be here.
Great.
Chair, are you ready?
Yes.
For the commission this afternoon, we have a classification project 22-11. This is for the General Services Division, Parks and Recreation. It's to adopt the class specification for animal care assistant and amend the classification specification for animal care specialist. And Ms. Brimmer, our classification analyst, will be presenting this afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chair Lofstrom and Commissioners. Animal Care Assistant and Animal Care Specialist are assigned to Parks and Recreation and participate in the monitoring and care for the living animal collection at Mickey Grove Zoo. In March 2022, Parks and Recreation, a division of General Services, requested a full-time Animal Care Assistant classification and requested amendments as well to the existing Animal Care Specialist. The new Animal Care Assistant mirrors a temporary class, but in a full-time civil service capacity, and changes to Animal Care Specialist are limited to minimum qualifications updates. Human Resources worked with Parks and Recreation to write minimum qualifications for both classifications that aim to increase the number of qualified candidates by allowing documented, unpaid experience as a substitution for paid training or formal education, and offer an experience-only pattern for applicants with qualified direct experience. The draft class specifications were shared with SEIU on January 24th, and the union responded that it had no issues with the new class or proposed changes to the existing class. Parks Administrator Judy Fassbinder is available and participating remotely should you have questions of the department.
Ms. Brimmer, will you notify the commissioners of the one sentence we need to delete, please?
Thank you. In regard to the Animal Care Assistant distinguishing characteristics, we will strike out, there are two sentences. We will strike out the second sentence beginning with "this class differs."
And Ms. Brimmer, it's my understanding that's because we will not have a part-time temporary class?
Correct. So we do not maintain separate and independent temporary and full-time classifications, and therefore this is not applicable. Sure, the sentence, "this class differs from the part-time and/or temporary class of animal care assistant." So the county does in fact not maintain separate classifications for temporary assignments if there's a full-time assignment available or classification available. So that deems that statement incorrect, irrelevant.
And your second one you're striking, is that all you're striking, just that?
That second, yes, the
Right.
second sentence on distinguishing characteristics. Correct.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Okay, do we have any comments on either of these?
No comments?
No, no comment.
I have no comments either, so if we want to make a motion,
Yes, I'll move that we approve approve them as presented.
I second that.
okay, all those in favor of approving classification project CP 22-011 and CP 22-012, say aye.
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 No opposed, the motion has passed.
Thank you, Commissioners. The next item before you this afternoon is Classification Project 22-009. This is for the Stockton Metropolitan Airport. It's to adopt the class specification for Airport Security Coordinator. Ms. Brimmer, our classification analyst, will be presenting this item, and Ms. Brimmer, the airport has joined online.
In an effort to keep pace with continuously changing security regulations and increasing badging transactions, the airport submitted a classification study request in August 2021 asking Human Resources to add Airport Security Coordinator to the county's classification plan. Human Resources conducted the study and found through market research it is common for airports to have a central point of contact or resource for ensuring compliance with Transportation Security Administration, TSA, and related operational needs. The new classification before you will ensure that, in particular, Title 49, Part 52 of the Federal Code of Regulations is followed, and that the airport security program for Stockton Metropolitan Airport is maintained according to the standards set forth by this code. The draft class specification Airport Security Coordinator was shared with SEIU on January 25th, and the union responded that it had no issues. Ellen Nussbaumer from the airport is available and participating remotely should you have questions of the department. And there are no changes to propose on this one at this point.
Thank you, Ms. Brimmer. Are there any questions from the commission?
I have no questions. I think you've done a good job.
No questions?
Okay, in that case, I will entertain a motion to approve the classification project.
A motion to approve?
He moved, yes.
Yeah, I'll second the motion.
Okay. And all those in favor of approving classification project 22-009, say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, no. Motion passed.
Thank you, Commissioners. We have one additional classification project for the Commission to consider today. It's 21-23. It's adoption of the class specification for Business Intelligence Administrator. Ms. Brimmer will also be presenting this item.
For this third and final item, the Assessor Recorder County Clerk's Office has multiple ongoing and future innovative projects designed to provide better services to the public, which are identified as requiring additional management assistance. Therefore, the county assessor submitted a classification study request in February 2021 asking to establish a new classification to focus on production data analytics and metrics for the development of an enterprise solution to disseminate data to numerous agencies and jurisdictions. Human Resources enlisted human resources consulting firm Coffin Associates to assist with the project. The contractor researched and recommended a model concept for the county's use, and Human Resources drafted the Business Intelligence Administrator class specification before you under this recommendation. This class applies a combination of technical, administrative, and business development skill at a management level to assist executives in identifying and executing strategic organizational initiatives and operational business models. This draft class specification was shared with the San Joaquin County Management Association on January 25th, and the labor organization has not expressed any questions or concerns. We have Assistant Assessor Recorder County Clerk Karen Johnson here in person, should you have questions of the department.
Okay, thank you. I don't have questions. Before I say what I'm going to say, I'm going to tell you, I already know I'm going to vote in favor of this. I think it's written in a kind of a jargony way. And the reason I bring it up is I've always loved the duty statements that you all have produced from your shop. And they've been straightforward and they've been clear, and I've understood them. I understand this one because I have experience in this kind of thing, and so I understand it, but I think the county itself would have generated a better product, in my opinion. And I just wanted to share that with you.
We appreciate your feedback, thank you, and we'll keep that in consideration for future projects that come before the commission.
Thank you.
I don't have any questions.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a big job. Yeah. I have no questions.
Thank you. So I will entertain a motion to approve the position.
I move that we approve the position and the specifications for the position.
I'll second that.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, no. The motion has passed.
Thank you, commissioners. This is now the time on our agenda for public comment. Are there any members of the audience who would like to speak in public comment? Okay. Seeing none, before we have our chair adjourn the meeting, please note the next meeting.
Brandy, I'm just going to add that we have no electronic public comment.
Thank you. I knew I
either.
meant to ask a question.
That's
I
okay.
looked up and didn't see any hand raised and decided I was moving
good.
on. Thank
We're
you.
good.
Our next meeting is Wednesday, March 8th at 2:30 here at 44 North San Joaquin Street in room 146. Chair, I'll turn that over to you, please.
Thank you. I can't miss an opportunity to say we'll be meeting on International Women's Day, always a favorite day of mine, and I'm sure others. So with that, there's no other business, and this meeting is adjourned.